Hey guys, welcome back to the Loving Spirit. I don't know, I wanted to talk about water birth. I just had my fourth baby, and it's a girl, and she's just so wonderful and beautiful. And you know, I remember with my other three kids, I did want to experience a water birth. Unfortunately, my first son, he was induced, so that wasn't going. And then my daughter, my oldest daughter right now, she did her first poop in me. So I can sit in the water, but I couldn't actually deliver in the water. And then my third baby, he was just a whole nother story. He came very quickly, okay? So, I just wanted to get into like just the experience of a water birth, and I'm gonna try to make this video quick and simple. So, and if you hear Nova in the background crying, yeah, that's cause she's in the back seat and stuff, and yeah, I'm it's just, I feel like we spoiled her already. But anyways, so with my other children, I was induced with my first son. He'll be 9 on the 3rd of February. Then I ended up having my daughter on January 28th. She was supposed to be my first water birth, but she pooped in me, right? So I couldn't do it because if the meconium, gets in the water, your baby breathes in the water, it can cause your baby problems and stuff like that. So I got a chance to do like a half-ass, like experience in the water, but not deliver. Now my youngest son, he just turned 5, but anyways, he came quick. I didn't even know I was in labor, man. I'm just moving around and stuff. Next thing you know, man, I'm damn near going through a whole situation. Like, I had to call some of my siblings to virtually, babysit Elijah and Jalea, and they're 3 years apart. So he was like, I think he was 4. He was 4 at the time, or he was 3, about to be 4 years old. She was only like 10 months. Yeah, about 10 months, almost a year old. That was very interesting. But when it came down to my fourth baby, I finally got an opportunity to deliver in the water. And what was so amazing about it was, first off, the room setup was like perfect, okay? So it's like a full-size bed or a queen-size bed for, you and dad, right? And then it's a actual like tub, like a jacuzzi tub in the bathroom. And it was just so crazy. So I ended up getting induced, right? First time I ever tried a Foley bub, it hurt. Okay, it hurt. My cervix was soft enough, but it hurt. I cried like a baby. It's okay. But that's supposed to open up the cervix, right? Oh snap. Hold on, guys. So the Foley bub, when I got induced with my oldest, they ended up giving me Pitocin. This time when I got induced, my cervix was already soft enough, so they gave me a Foley bulb. And pretty much it's like an insert of a balloon, okay? And they fill it with water to like stretch the cervix. And it hurt really bad. So I was scheduled to come in at 3 a.m. I think they ended up giving me the Foley bulb around 7 o'clock, 7:30. Her dad ended up going to the store. They told me normally it works within 30 minutes. Now, what's crazy is that normally I dilate really fast. But for whatever reason, man, with this pregnancy, it was like dilation was not in the program. Now, I did have my middle children right now. I had them back to back, which I don't know if that was the case of me dilating very quickly or not, but this is a 5-year span. So anyways, I was rolling on the ball and all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? And they talking about it'll fall out and stuff like that. Yeah, I ain't that loose down there for stuff to fall out, you know? But anyways, so I say about, they put it in like 7:30. I say about like, it got to like 12 or something like that. I think that's, you know, oh, also to induce your labor, right? Like naturally, right? You can actually stimulate your breast by using a breast pump. I didn't even know that until this pregnancy, so that's very useful. If you guys want to know, stimulate the breast, and it'll get you to have contractions, or it'll get you to go into having contractions. Sorry y'all, I'm just over here just thinking about it, but so I ended up doing a Foley bulb, stimulating my breast and everything. Then I went from 1 centimeter dilated to 5 centimeters dilated, which was amazing, okay? Because there was no dilation happening, period. So after that, I was able to go down to Family Beginnings, which is really, really nice. I don't know. I would definitely suggest that to all moms, a water birth, especially if you want to go natural. You don't want any like medications. You don't want any type of, you know, epidural or anything like that. So yeah, it was really nice. So they ended up taking me down to the room, and I was having contractions, but what was crazy was my contractions was not consistent. So I had to do exercises and things. These are things that I've never done in any of my pregnancies. Like I can't describe. My labor was always quick, you know? So this is the first time my labor was not quick. It was like I really had to work her out of my body, and it was a beautiful experience. They had me do all types of exercises and stuff like that, like with the, you know, the yoga balls and stuff like that. One of the positions was called a rocket ship or something, but man, the contractions was crazy. At first they put me in the water. Now, the most beautifulest part about a water birth, this is what I will say. The father is allowed to be present with you in the water with you, which is a beautiful thing because I've never experienced that in any of my other pregnancies, okay? But her dad definitely got involved, and he was in the water too. And that was like my first round being in the water, and he helped me out so much, okay? He helped me out so much. That's my best friend, but still, he helped me out so much, and I appreciate his help. I was having contractions then, but they were not consistent. First, they were like 10 minutes apart, 5 minutes apart. Then it went from 5 minutes apart to only 15 minutes apart, to only 20 minutes apart. So I had to get out. I had to do more exercises. I had to work it out. But when I started to stimulate my breast with the breast pump, that's when the contractions like smacked me. I'm talking about like boom, like hit a sister in the head. Now, when they took me out the tub the first time, I think I was 7 centimeters dilated. Mind you, y'all, I was in a hospital from 3 a.m., right? My daughter was born at 10:14. When all this occurred, I think this was about 7 o'clock, okay? I had 3 hours, y'all, of pure agony. What's crazy is that I have a very strong mind. That's what I learned. having her, I have a very fucking strong mind, because when I say, like, when I say those contractions was booming, they were booming. And I was sleeping in between my contractions. And I'm trying to tell myself, because I was so exhausted. I was at the hospital from 3 a.m. I was so anxious to have her. I was up the night before. It was, oh my God, I was so tired. I was so tired. And I could just feel the contractions going. And I was just like, oh my God, mind over matter. So every time I was just like, just breathe through it, I would fall back to sleep. Kind of glad I was sleepy, because I slept through a lot of pain. But the second time I got in the tub, I was going through it. I ain't even gonna lie. My contractions was beating me down. I was already exhausted, so I was asleep. I don't even know how I slept in that tub like that, but I was like in and out, but I was dealing with the contractions the best way that I possibly could. And I love having natural births. I don't care. It is what it is. I'd rather not do an epidural, because I want to feel everything that's going on. While nurses be asking you, how are you feeling? Do you feel your baby? I want to be able to communicate with you. I feel my baby coming. So, man, it got so real. And then after that, you know, they had me even do like sitting on the toilet, sitting backwards on the toilet. Like, it was just a lot of things to get the whole process going. But once it started going, man, oh my God, I felt, she's the biggest baby I ever had, but I felt like my whole cervix opening to 10 centimeters. I felt it. And I knew that it was time to, like, okay, it's time to go. But I started bearing down. And my midwife, she is so wonderful, okay? I'm about to give a shout out to Lauren Braswell, because wow, she is a great midwife, man. Like, when I say she talked me through it, she delivered so many babies that day. But she really talked me through it, you know what I'm saying? And she was very, very calm, which makes you calm as a person. But I kind of did like 2 false alarms on her, man, and called her in there and stuff, but I wasn't ready. But that last time I called her, I told the nurse, I was like, this is not a prank. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to push the baby out. And, oh my goodness, guys, I bared down. I think I bared down like 3 good times, and she came out. And it was one of those type of moments of, I can't believe I just had a water birth. This is a birth that I've always wanted. And, to experience that, it was great. Like, she came out, she was beautiful, you know. Dad cut the umbilical cord, and he did skin to skin with her, you know, because they had to get me out the tub and stuff. And that was beautiful too, because she got a chance to do skin to skin with her dad and her mom. That's freaking awesome. That's a great way to come into the world. But yeah, as far as like pain goes, right, it's like literally like mind over matter, you know what I'm saying? Be one with yourself, be one with who you are. Really get in that zone of like zen, and it's easier said than done, but you know, the more that you learn how to relax during the process, the better and easier your birth will be. And only moms know what I'm talking about. You know, the ones that have gone natural, the ones that have done, any mother would understand that. You know, it's mind over matter. But what was really great, okay, so I did not get an epidural, but I did have an option of laughing gas. And I did not know how to use that to save my life, okay? But, you know, the time when I did use it the correct manner, because I'm so used to just like doing me, you know. So I wasn't really paying attention to the factor that I could have took advantage of using it, right? But when I did, when the contractions got bad, I will say that that is a great technique instead of an epidural. So, but yeah, man, it was a beautiful experience, man. You know, she cried just a little bit. It wasn't even a long time. She just said a couple ahs, and she was quiet, and she opened up her eyes with her dad, and it was really a great experience. I got a chance to keep my placenta, which is something that, you know, my other 3 pregnancies, I did not get a chance to do. The nurses were so wonderful, okay? They were so wonderful. Everything just went so solid. And, you know, one of my biggest fears in being pregnant with her was that with the 5-year span, you know, between my youngest son, I was nervous that, you know, I had forgot, you know, how to breastfeed, and, you know, just in general, like how to take care of myself after the fact. And it never goes away. It never goes away. It was like mother instincts just kicked in and just shot right in. So, I will say that a water birth is one of the best experiences that I ever had, giving birth. The water is so warm. You feel just calm. You know, you can bear down whatever you want to bear down instead of somebody telling you, oh, wait, stop pushing and all this shit. I would say, you know, I've never had a doula before. I had an OB before, but I'm definitely going to recommend a midwife. Never had a doula before. That's nice. But having a midwife, the last 3 pregnancies was amazing. I had a very amazing experience, and I don't know, I just feel, you know, extremely blessed to be able to deliver, you know, just to deliver a baby in general. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy to a squirrel. It's kind of crazy to say that my first child, I was 20 years old going on 21, and my 4th child, I was 29 going on 30. And from my experience of being a young mom compared to right now in my 30s, it is a whole different experience. It's a lot of thoughts that I had in the first beginning that I totally did not have this time. I was very confident. But yeah, that's my story. And, you know, I think the most beautifulest part about all of this was, you know, her dad experienced a great experience. And this is his first child. So I'm thankful and grateful that he had a great experience. I had a great experience. We learned so much together, and we taught each other a lot of things together. So I'm extremely glad that we had that experience. There is no cons for me, honestly. I will say that everything that is natural and holistic, and, you know, it is the best experience ever, especially if that's what you're really determined to do. And I'm thankful and grateful that I got a chance to experience a water birth, because that's what I always wanted. It's natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not laying on a table on your back and all this other type of crazy crap. You're like literally in the water, like in squatting position, which is amazing. Okay, you could sit your ass down and still like be in squat position, which helps your baby to come down anyways because of gravity. But man, she came in just in time and caught my baby, honey. And wow, it's crazy because you know, in my other pregnancies, I cried when I seen my baby, but I kind of feel like I was going through like one of those type of, oh my God, I just did a water birth. I was experiencing everything from the ring of fire to just, oh my God, like, I can't believe I just had a baby. I don't know, like, but it's so funny because I never experienced nothing like that. And another thing too, you know, I'm not racist or nothing like that, but it was very interesting to experience a black midwife. It was very interesting to experience some black nurses. It felt right. It felt natural. All the nurses are beautiful, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I never got a chance to experience my culture as far as nurses is concerned and midwives is concerned. It's always been, you know, I don't know. It was just a different experience. It was just a different experience. I love the factor that they crack jokes, because I crack jokes, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, nobody was hovering over me. They was just like, you do what you do, girl. And I appreciate the freedom. I appreciate the encouragement, and I appreciate the laughter. Shout out to her dad too, because he's amazing. He had me in there cracking up laughing. And I was in pain. I was in agony. It was only like the last time. I was not joking. I was not joking. I did not have the patience for jokes because I was dealing with too much pain. But overall, it was a happy experience. And if I could have prayed for anything in my life, I think that's what I really, really wanted giving birth, was a happy experience. And man. And then so many people ask me like, well, you know, would you have more kids? And would you do this again? And it's nothing like giving birth. It's nothing like carrying a baby for 9 months, and this is a piece of you, and, you know, you're sharing this person with somebody else that also values the person that you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing like that. I'm sorry, it's nothing like that. Two parents share a love for a child. It's nothing better than that, you know. And I know that the economy is trash, and I know that we're going through inflation, but it's nothing like, you know, having that love for your child and sharing it together, bringing a child into the world. So if I was to experience that again, yeah, hell yeah, it's okay. I'm not ashamed, guys. Like, 4 children, okay, it's people like on the shows that have like 19 fucking kids and shit, and like what was that, Kate plus 8 and shit. She had like, what's they called, I'm gonna say it wrong because quad is 4, right? I was gonna say she had octo something, I forgot, but she had 8 kids at one time. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with bringing life into the world. This is your legacy. You know what I'm saying? This is your legacy. This is your generation, from you, like the next generation from your bloodline. So, you know, giving birth is a blessing. And I appreciate the experience. So I just wanted to make like a short video about it. And for those new moms, you know what I'm saying? I think that a water birth is great. if you're not with the epidural situation and you want to go all natural, I think a water birth, I recommend it. I recommend a midwife, you know what I'm saying? Try to find like one of the best midwives in your city, or doula. But I feel like water birth is natural. It's natural. And keep yourself healthy. That's another thing too, you know, keep yourself healthy. Well, dang, is he gonna run that guy over? Oh my God. Anyways, but that is to top it off. And thank you guys for listening to my story. Thank you guys for all your likes, shares, and subscribes as well. Wow, it's been fantastic. So yeah. Also, if you would like to hear more videos like this, kind of like experiences and stuff like that, just drop a comment below. If you have any questions, or you know, you want to go more in detail about certain things, especially when it comes down to if you're giving birth to, you know, your child this year, or this is your first time baby, or it's your first experience going for a water birth, drop a comment below for real. We could definitely talk about it, you know. But overall, I was very thankful for my experience. So I thank God just for giving me the opportunity in this life to give birth to four beautiful children. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for stopping by, you know. And I hope you guys are having a great fucking week, great fucking weekend. Whenever you're watching this, man, thank you. Thank you for being you. And your existence is gladly appreciated. So, yeah. Have a great day, guys.
And we making goose at your booty itching. Like, bitch, do your booty itch? You gotta ask a real nigga, do his booty itch?
Run down there and get the water started in the tub. Get all the things set up.
Keep me in stick if they purge. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Wait, what's the other one?
Hey. Hey.